نحو السماء مترنما.
Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Nafisa Muhammad Kanner. If you're new here, you are highly welcome. You're the most welcome here. So today we are going to be talking about the fifth story that was mentioned inside the Quran. It's about the story of Prophet Musa, Alkadir, and his boy servant. This story was mentioned in Surah Al-Kahf from verse 60 to 72. So if you check your Quran, your translated Quran, you'll see it. Time of the people of Banu Israel, Prophet Musa was sent to them as their prophet. So the people of Banu Israel started asking Prophet Musa about who is the most learned man amongst them. So Prophet Musa now told him that he was the most learned. But Allah told him, but I did not admonish absolute knowledge upon you, so you are not the most learned. But if you go between two things, you will find a man who is most learned than you, who is more learned than you. So Prophet Musa was so surprised. He now asked Allah, how can I meet such a man? He now told him that you should take a basket and put a fish inside, walk around with it. The place that you lose that fish, the place that the fish escaped is the place that that you can find that man, that is Alkadir. So Prophet Musa had this boy servant who helped him with the basket and the fish, containing the fish, called Yusha. So when they were walking, they now found a rock. So they decided to rest beside the rock. While they were sleeping, the fish escaped at that place. When they woke up, they didn't check the fish. They have forgotten about the fish. So they were just walking around. The Yusha forgot about the fish. They were just walking around, walking. Then they got to the point that they were so tired, like they walked far away from the place the fish escaped. They were so tired. The Prophet Musa now said, bring out our meal, for verily we have suffered much fatigue from this journey. But Yusha now forgot the fish. He now realized that he now told Prophet Musa, saying that, can you remember the place we slept? I had forgotten the fish there. Then he was like, alright, that is what we have been seeking for. So they now started retracing back their footsteps. They went back. Then when they reached the rock, they now saw a man that covered his body with his own garment. It was like, then Prophet Musa was like, they met Yusha. Prophet Musa was like, Assalamu alaikum. He greeted him. Yusha told Prophet Musa, saying that, is that how you greet in your town? Then he said, I am Musa of Banu Israel. Can I follow you so that may I please follow you so that you can teach me what Allah taught you, which I do not know? Then Alkadir said, yes, but you cannot be patient with me. Verily, Allah taught you something which I do not know, and He taught me something which you do not know. So they started walking. They didn't have any boat to cross the sea, so they now asked for help from the people around the sea. So the people now recognized Yusha and they decided to help them. While they were on the boat, they now decided to. Yusha now went on and plucked the plunk of one of the planks of the boat. And then Prophet Musa was so angry about that. Prophet Musa was so angry. He was like, why did you do such a bad thing? Then he gave us a lift and you decided to spoil your boat. Then he said, that is why I said you won't. Yusha said, that is why I said you won't be able to be patient with me. So Prophet Musa now told him that you shouldn't call me to account for something that I forgot. So they decided to just move on. They were walking. Then they came across one small boy. He was just playing. Then Yusha now grabbed him and he now just cut his head. Prophet Musa was so surprised, like, why did you do such a thing? You just killed an innocent boy. And he said, that is why you won't be able to have patience with me. Prophet Musa now said, alright. They went on. Then they went to they came across a town, which the people of the town were so greedy. They asked them for food, but they couldn't entertain them. So Yusha now saw a building that was about to collapse in the town. Then he now fixed the building. Prophet Musa was so surprised. He was surprised. He was like, "Why did you help them? Why they refused to entertain us? And then you can just ask for a wish for that, for what you have done." Then Yusha now told him that, and this is the parting time between me and you, because you can't be patient with me. So, but before you leave, I'll tell you what is the meaning of this thing that I did, the 3 things I did. The reason why I plucked that plunk was that there's a hash leader who is collecting fine boats from people, and this boat belongs to orphans, and he doesn't want the orphans' boat to be collected. And the reason why he killed that boy because that the boy is going to grow up and be a disbeliever, and his parents will believe him because they just love the boy too much. So they decided to kill the boy so that they can save the fate of the parents. And the third one, the reason why he fixed that building, because the building belongs to a man who was a righteous man, and under it he died, and under it there is a treasure for his orphan children. So he decided to fix it so that they can inherit their own treasure. He now said, "Oh Prophet Musa, I didn't do all those things just to quench my desires, but I did that because I did that out of inspiration by Allah. Allah told me to do all those things." So what does this story mean to my brothers and sisters? This story means that we can't just stand up and say that we are more knowledgeable than people, and we all have different experiences and we have different knowledge. This person might be good in this side, and this person might be more knowledgeable in this side, and we should try to be good in our life, because that man was a very righteous man and good man. Allah said you shall now fix his building so that his children can inherit his treasure. You see, being good is a good thing. It won't just touch you, but it will touch all your generation, your children, and if your children do good too, it will touch their own children. So I hope you have learned something from me. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.